Kampala City in Uganda flooded again. City traders in loss. This is Tito here. Thank you for tuning in and for always keeping it here. We're going to be having different clips showcasing all that happened in the central business district. Of recent, every rainfall brings scenes of disruption and becoming a recurring nightmare. In the city of Kampala, we're always buzzing with life. Lately, in a different kind of buzz, the sound of rushing water over the weekend, and it's because of the poor drainage system within the city center. You can see in the video clip the traders are trying to save their goods. The impact of the city floods goes beyond inconvenience. It causes loss of property, damage to infrastructure, and constant threat to people's lives. And it's not only in the central business district, but across the city of Kampala. In this clip, you can see the city traders are trying to navigate through the water to save their goods. The damage was beyond to the city traders within the central business district in Kampala. I encourage you to always subscribe, like, share, and drop the comment. Always hit the notification bell to receive updates on this very channel. Let's continue through showcasing all that happened within the central business district. Drainage system was put to test. Over there, that's one of the arcades, and water is flowing directly into the shops. And it was a great damage to the city traders. As you can see in that clip over there, we're still continuing showcasing all that happened during the heavy downpour. The city traders are trying to save their goods over in that clip, as you can see. And this is downtown Kampala. All the drainage channels flooded following the heavy downpour over the weekend, and this brought the drainage system to test within the city center. We're still following through with the different clips showcasing all that happened during the heavy downpour. These are some of the traders all stranded, the speechless, in great loss within the city of Kampala. Come with me, we're still following through the different clips showcasing all that happened during the heavy downpour over the weekend. We are in the month of March, and it's the wet season or the rainy season. In Uganda, we have two seasons, the dry season and the wet season, and it's a mess during the wet season or the rainy season. The heavy rains disrupted movement for both motorists and pedestrians within the city centers. The cars were submerged. The motorbikes, commonly known as bodabodas, were parked on the sides. They couldn't move anymore, and everything was a mess within the city center over the weekend because of these are the roads that were greatly affected by this great downpour within the city of Kampala: Sebana Road, Clock Tower, Forest Mall, Golf Course, and Allen Road. That's the view of the commuter taxis, commonly known as matatus. They are literally packed within the road and they couldn't move anymore. Others are submerged into the water. And also the motorbikes, commonly known as bodabodas, were also parked on the sides. They couldn't move, and everything was brought to disruption because of the torrential rains within the city of Kampala. Following through, as you can see, those ladies are trying to navigate through the road. The rains were really heavy and they flooded all over the city of Kampala. We're still continuing showcasing different clips and all that happened within the city of Kampala. Now, this is the newly constructed Ham Towers, and it was constructed over the natural drainage channel, and the flooding around Ham Towers suggests that the building left little or no space for water runoff. That's why the flooding within the city is beyond measure. Besides Ham Towers, other buildings within the central business districts that were affected by the floods are Kwali Cell Building, Total Plaza, among others. That's the view of the Ham Towers, the newly constructed Ham Towers. And as you can see, those are the city traders on the sideways outside their shops in disbelief. And these are very ugly scenes within the city center, and this is really unbelievable. There's need for great improvement over the drainage within the city center. That's the newly constructed Ham Towers in the city center. That is the view of the city floods in Kampala. In the background, that is Ham Towers. These are businessmen looking on in disbelief. They couldn't do anything because it was beyond measure. And we are still continuing showcasing all that happened during the heavy downpour in Kampala. Over there is a lady trying to navigate through the water. What you're seeing, it's not a river or lake. This is within the central business district in Kampala. We are in downtown Kampala, and all the businesses were brought to disruption. It was a great loss to the city traders and to the business people in the city of Kampala. Here, cyclists are trying to save their bike because the water was beyond. And on the sides, those are city traders just looking on. They couldn't do anything because it was too much for them. And here, these are some of the shops they're trying to clean up, but the water was just flowing in and out, in and out, in and out. They're trying to clean up the shops, but it was too heavy. This is the view of Ham Towers once again, and that's the view of the cars submerged into the water. The great question is, why are floods getting worse in the city of Kampala? Experts point to a complex mix of factors. One, rapid urbanization, the inadequate drainage system within the city of Kampala, and climate change. There is a call for great drainage improvement as the city of Kampala continues to grow. So does its vulnerability. What are some of the solutions that can be implemented, and what role do we all play in addressing this escalating crisis in the city of Kampala? The future of Kampala City and the well-being of its residents depends on finding the answers to these questions. This very point is the flyover at the clock tower within the city of Kampala, all flooded. It's not a lake, it's not a river, but it's the road within the city of Kampala, all flooded. And there is a great call to the drainage system to be improved. It was brought to great test by this heavy downpour, and it needs to be greatly improved to change within the city center. And over here, this is another passage along the Lugogo bypass. That road leads to Lugogo bypass, where you're seeing the car going. That is Lugogo bypass. When we follow through, it leads us to Nakawa, Ginger Road, all over. And on my right, that is former ShopRite, that is Lugogo Mall. Let us continue as we see all that happened within the city of Kampala during the heavy downpour, and the drainage system, how it was greatly affected by these rains, the torrential rains within the city of Kampala. That is Lugogo Mall, formerly ShopRite, that housed ShopRite, that is Lugogo. Let us continue, and all through, that is Millennium Park over there, and that road leads to KCC Stadium, Philpomondi Stadium, Naguru, Fanero over there. Let us continue showcasing all that happened. And this is Ginger Road as we're heading to Uma in the city of Kampala, to the Uganda Manufacturers Association, where we always have the show, the Uma show. The show grounds are over there in the city of Kampala. It was all a mess. That is water all over in the city of Kampala. This is the second view of the flyover in Kampala at the clock tower. It was getting late and the city was still flooded. We are soon coming to the tail end of this video, and I encourage you to always subscribe, like, share and comment. Hit the notification bell to always receive updates on this channel, and let me know in the comment section which other place should I showcase to you within the city of Kampala, its suburbs, or in the regions in Uganda. I'm going to leave you with a glimpse of what happened and the sights and sounds in the city of Kampala during the heavy downpour. Just keep it here and don't go away. Please share the video.